Hi, I'm Elizabeth, mostly Liz, sometimes Liz Marie, and this is Life Through Liz's Lens. Today I wanted to show you a little bit of what life was like living in a cottage house in the Perth Hills for the last year. So it all started off with a quick Google search, trying to find somewhere a little bit nicer or cheaper or in a better area than where we currently were. And that's when I came across the house on the hill. I kind of knew that Mark wouldn't be that keen moving up to an older house, but I jokingly said that we should go and check it out anyway, just for the fun of it. When we arrived, we realised that it felt like home, and this is just, there was just something about it that just, we felt like we had to. We felt like we had to move here no matter what. They could not say no, we needed this place. So the first thing is the area is absolutely beautiful. It's a 5-minute drive from my favourite hiking spot in Perth. It is a half an hour walk to one of the best view spots in Perth as well. And honestly, the community here is just so beautiful. The house itself, as you can see, it was cozy, wooden little cottage. I have no idea the age of it. I've tried to find out and cannot find it, but the old fireplace, you can almost picture what it would have been like back in the day. It's beautiful. The place was just gorgeous, and we knew that if we got it, we knew it would be filled with some kind of connection. So we went to the home open expecting to just think it's adorable, but just go home and stay where we were. We did not think that we were going to go and sit in a cafe, do up our application straight away, offer more than the asking price, and make sure they said yes. And it wasn't long later that we got the call approving us and we moved in. If I'm totally honest, the move was the most difficult move that I've ever done, and I've moved a lot in my life. It was hard both physically and mentally. I'm not sure exactly what it was about it, but we struggled to pick ourselves up even months later. We still absolutely adored the place, and the hard days were made easier when you could come home to this and sit amongst the trees and listen to the kookaburras. When winter arrived, we could start lighting the fire, and it made the house 1,000 times more cozy and homey. Before long, I booked photo shoots up here. I was taking a bunch of self-portraits. I was super inspired to create, and it really helped me learn and grow in my photography and videography. I think the biggest lesson that I learned living out here was learning to be content being alone again. I think I learned that it's totally okay to sit quietly on the porch without anyone else around. I learned that it's okay to ignore work for a few moments and curl up with a book on the couch and drink a cup of tea without my phone or without a device. I started drawing more, and I even picked up my paintbrushes again. I reconnected with parts of myself that I thought I lost when I left my teen years behind. And with the good came the bad. There was definitely some struggles living in a house this old, with the hot water running out in the shower after 2 minutes. There's very minimal internet connection, so working from home is made rather difficult. When the world went into lockdowns, this was the best place to be because there was so much space to still be and connect and create. The problem was with lockdowns came loss of work, and after the first lockdown I was okay. I had been ahead, but then that got me back on the week to week. After the second lockdown, it got me behind and I started to struggle to catch up again. Not to mention our wedding was approaching in November. Maybe we took on too much for a year, but we moved our wedding venue to this place and it was beautiful. It was the best day. Although there was stress put on us because of the move, the lockdowns, the self-employment, I think every lesson learned up here was necessary. I needed to learn to sit with my emotions. I needed to learn to sit with my thoughts. I needed to reconnect with nature. I needed to reconnect with my paintbrushes. I needed to have a safe space to hide, especially when the world was in such chaos. I needed the little house on the hill more than I ever realised and more than I'll probably ever know. After a year in our little haven on the hill, we feel it served us for what we needed from it. Tears shed, lessons learned, breaths taken, and souls revived. It's time to strip life back again, take a step back, breathe before leaping ourselves forward once more. I'll never forget this little house on the hill. But here's to the next chapter.
Bye, house.
This is a moment.
Can we close the door together?
of wheeling.
My keys are in there.